Hello children, in the last class I derived the trigonometrical identities and I told you that trigonometrical identities are very basic and very important for what is known as the study of trigonometry. Trigonometry starts in 10th standard and continues in the higher classes, right? Therefore, the best thing is you have to always remember trigonometrical identities to score marks. And this particular area is meant for the intelligent students. I think you are all intelligent, therefore you can easily understand all these things. It is having a lot of skills of solving the problems, right? First we list out the trigonometrical identities. Which are the identities I told in the last class, I derived in the last class is, the first trigonometrical identity is sine square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. And second one is 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. Third one is 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. You should not forget this. This is the basics of trigonometry. Now, using these identities, now we are going to solve the problems. The first 3 to 4 problems of the textbook are meant for getting practice of using the trigonometrical identity. The first question they are given like this. Express the trigonometric ratios sin A, secant A, tan A in terms of cot A. See, what they are asking is, now you have to find a relationship between sine and cot. You have to find a relation between sine and cot. The second problem is secant and cot. And third one is tan and cot. We have to develop a relation. Now we have to prove. We have to develop new identities using these 3 basic identities. Now, tell me, sine and cot I wanted to relate. I wanted to relate sine and cot. Which one of the identity I can use? That is the skill you have to develop to understand, to solve the problem of trigonometrical identities. Which one? I wanted to get a relationship between sine and cot. Can I use this? Can I use this? Can I use this? Which one? That you have to think. According to my knowledge is concerned, this identity can be used. I tell you why. One is, here there is a cot theta is there. I wanted to develop a relationship between sine and cot, right? Cot theta is there. And this cosecant theta is related to sine theta. Cosecant theta is related to sine theta. Why? Because the reciprocal of sine theta is cosecant theta. Therefore, using this identity, I am going to express sine A in terms of cot A. How can I do this? I tell you. First thing is you have to identify the identity. Which identity can be used? Okay, you may get a doubt. Sir, you can use this also, no? Here sine theta is there. Then you can relate. Sine theta is there. Why you can't use this? Okay, I can see. If I use this one, sine theta is there. But there is no relation to the cot theta for this. But here what happened? Cot theta is there. And this is related to sine theta. Therefore, this is the better identity to express sine A into cot A. Therefore, what I do is I write 1 plus cot square theta, cot square A is given, is equal to cosecant square A. This is the identity, right? Now what I do is, I wanted to express sine into cot. Therefore, I write this one first. Cosecant square A is equal to 1 plus cot square A. There is no difference, right? LHS, RHS are interchanged. Now this is written in the form of 1 by sine square A. That you know. because the reciprocal of sine is cos, is equal to 1 plus cot square A, right? 1 plus cot square A. I write the 1 plus cot square A by 1. Why? Because I wanted to express sine in terms of cot. Therefore, I made like this. Now I take the reciprocal of this. If I make the reciprocal of this is also going to get a reciprocal. Then it becomes 1 by sine square A becomes sine square A is equal to 1 by 1 plus cot square A. See, I made this. But what he is asking is, he wanted to express sine in terms of cot, sine theta. Here it is, what is there? Sine square is there. Therefore, I write it here. Therefore, sine A equals square root of 1 by 1 plus cot square A. Sin A is equal to square root of 1 by 1 plus cot square A. In this term, numerator is 1. For numerator 1, there is a square root. Square root of 1 is 1. Therefore, I can simplify this like sin A is equal to 1 by square root of 1 plus cot square A. This is the relationship I developed between sine and cot. This is the relation, right? Now, using the basic trigonometrical identities, we are deriving the identity. It is an identity that relates sine theta and cot theta. See, we derived the relationship between sine and cot. The second part is, we have to find a relationship between secant A and cot A. We have to express secant A in terms of cot A. This has to be related. Secant and cot relation. Now you have to guess. Among the three identities of the trigonometry, which identity suits for this? First is selection of an identity. Later we have to derive the identity. Is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 relates to this, or 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta relates to this, or 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square relates to this. Which identity relates secant theta and cot theta? You have to think. If we are in the classroom, definitely I can ask some students a question. But now you have to think at your home. According to my knowledge, the second identity suits here. Why? Because secant A is there, secant theta is there, and here tan is there. Tan and cot, there is a relation. Why? Because the reciprocal of tan is nothing but the cot. Therefore, I can select the second identity to express secant theta in terms of cot theta. I write the identity 1 plus tan square A is equal to what is known as secant square A. Right? This is the identity. Now, I wanted to express secant theta in terms of cot theta. Therefore, I write this one first. Secant square A equals 1 plus tan square A. Nothing I did. Simply interchanged. Now, I wanted to find a relationship between secant theta and cot theta. I change this as a cot. The reciprocal of tan is cot. Therefore, secant square A equals 1 plus 1 by cot square A. 1 plus 1 by cot square A. Now we have to simplify this. We have, let's see, secant square is there, cot square. The relation is developed. Now simplification method. The square has to be removed. Before removing the square, I simplify this. How can I simplify? Basic mathematics, LCM, cot square A is the LCM. Then it becomes cot square A plus 1. Cot square A is the LCM. This becomes cot square A plus 1. Now what I want secant A, not secant square A. Therefore, secant A equals square root of cot square A plus 1 by cot square A. Here, for the numerator, we can't take the square root because it is a binomial. But denominator is a monomial. For this one, we can take a square root. Cot square A, square root of cot square A is cot A. Therefore, secant A is equal to square root of cot square A plus 1 divided by cot A. This is the relationship between secant and cot. See, we are deriving new identities with the help of the basic identities of the trigonometry. See children, you have to follow the steps. Every problem is having a more number of what is known as methods of solving the problem. And who does these, what is known as solve the identities better, he can become an expert in trigonometry. Once you become an expert in trigonometry, then your first PUC, second PUC and the BE all becomes very easy for you because trigonometry is the basic mathematics for the higher studies is concerned. I express sin A in terms of cot A. I express secant A in terms of cot A. Now I wanted to express tan A in terms of cot A. Any guesses? I wanted to express tan A in terms of cot A. To express tan A into cot A, identities are not required at all because there is a direct relationship between tan and cot. What is that relation? Tan A, directly I can write, tan A is nothing but 1 by cot A. Reciprocal of tan is cot. The problem is solved. Simple. The second problem is, again, these are all problems of practice. By solving this type of problems, we are able to understand which identity to be selected for which problem, and later on the actual problems are going to start. These are all practice problems. Write all other trigonometric ratios of angle A in terms of secant A. What he is telling is, there are 6 trigonometrical ratios: sin theta, cos theta, tan theta, cosecant theta, secant theta and cot theta. What we have to do is, if you leave secant theta, there are 5 other. All the other 5 ratios to be related to secant theta. We have to make a relationship between all other 5 trigonometrical ratios with secant theta using the identities or any relation. The identities what we can use is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Every time I write this because once you are able to familiarize with the identities, solving the problem becomes much easier. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. Now tell me, the first trigonometrical ratio what we know is sin theta. Can you develop a relationship between sin theta and secant theta? I wanted to develop a relationship between sin theta and secant theta, right? Which identity I can select? Sin theta and secant theta. See, this is the time for you to think. Simply seeing video no use. You have to think now. I tell you this is the relation that relates sin theta and secant theta. Why? Because sin theta already there. Cos theta and secant theta is related because the reciprocal of cos theta is secant theta. Therefore, I can use this relation to develop this identity, to develop the relationship between sin theta and secant theta. What I do is, see, sin square theta. So theta I don't write, I write A because he is given A. Sin square A plus cos square A equals 1. I wanted to develop a relationship between secant, sin and secant. Therefore, I keep the sign here. I transfer the cos to that side. And it becomes sin square A is equal to 1 minus cos square A. Why it becomes minus? Because the plus cos square A transferred to that side. It becomes minus cos square A. Now, I make this cos square A as secant square A. Why? Because reciprocal of cos is secant. Therefore, it is sin square A equals 1 minus 1 by secant square A. 1 minus 1 by secant square A. Now, we have to simplify. The simplification is a basic mathematics. Sin square A, the LCM of these two is secant square A. Secant square A divided by 1 is secant square into 1 is secant square A minus 1. Now I want sin A. Now I don't want sin square A, I want sin A. Therefore I have to take square root. Therefore sin A equals square root of secant square A minus 1 divided by secant square A. See, denominator is a monomial, we can take the square root, but denominator is a binomial, we can't take the square root of this. Right? Therefore, I can write this as sin A is equal to square root of secant square A minus 1 divided by secant A. I can keep like this, but one more step I can think. Can you help me to think the next step? Not required, but you are intelligent enough, you can write one more step. The numerator see, secant square A minus 1. It is in the form of A square minus B square, because 1 is same as 1 square. Secant square A minus 1, it is in the form of A square minus B square. A square minus B square can be written as A plus B into A minus B. Therefore, I can write this as sin A equals square root of secant A plus 1 into secant A minus 1 whole divided by secant A. I can keep like this also, or I can keep like this. This is a better method. See, if you find if this all, you are able to understand, I tell you, you can easily take science in the PUC classes. I derive the relationship between sin and secant, right? Now I wanted to derive the relationship between the next trigonometrical ratio, what is that, which is the cos. I wanted to develop a relationship between cos and secant. Tell me. Cos and secant, cos theta and secant. If you think more, then you are a dull student. Cos and secant, simple it is, because there is a direct relation. Cos A is nothing but the reciprocal of secant A. The relation is O. Cos A is equal to 1 by secant A. That is the relationship between cos A and secant. Relationship between sin and secant, cos and secant. Cos and secant become very easy. Now I wanted to find a relationship between tan and a secant. Tan and a secant. Tan and secant. Tell me which identity I should be able to get to find a relationship between tan and a secant. You have to see. There are three identities. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta, 1 plus cos square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. If you wanted to find the relationship between tan and secant, which is the identity used? This one, tan and secant, here only there. The ready-made identity is there. The identity is 1 plus tan square A is equal to secant square A, ready-made. There is no need to derive at all, already it is there, but we can do one step. Which is that step? This side we have to keep only tan. Therefore, I transfer this one to that side. It becomes tan square A equals secant square A minus 1. But I want only tan, I don't want tan square. Therefore, tan A equals square root of secant square A minus 1. If you are intelligent enough, you can find one more step here. Secant square A minus 1. See, always in a square number, if there is a minus, it is always related to A plus B into A minus B. A square minus B square. It is in the form of A square minus B square. Therefore, I can write this as tan A equals square root of secant A plus 1 into secant A minus 1. This way also I can write. This is the relationship between tan and secant. Related relationship between sine and secant, cos and secant, tan and secant. The next trigonometrical ratio is cosecant. Cosecant and secant. I wanted to have a relationship between cosecant and secant. Which identity I can use? That is, see, the major part of this particular idea is which identity to be selected to solve our problem. That is the major task here. Which identity suits to find the relationship between cosecant and secant. This one, sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1, or 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta, or 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. Which identity suits to solve our problem? See, I tell you this one. Why? Because I wanted to find the relationship between cosecant and secant. The sin theta is the reciprocal of cosecant. Cos theta is the reciprocal of secant. Therefore, I use this one to find the relationship between cosecant and secant by making both of them as reciprocals. What I do is sin square A plus cos square A equals 1. Sin square A plus cos square A is equal to 1. Reciprocal of sin square A is cosecant square A. Therefore, it becomes, I make a reciprocal of sin square A, that is 1 by cosecant square A plus, I take the reciprocal of cos square A, that is 1 by secant square A equals 1. Now I want cosecant square A and secant square A. I wanted to find the relation. What I do is, I keep this one as it is. I transfer 1 by secant square to RHS. Therefore, it becomes 1 by cosecant square A equals 1 minus 1 by secant square A. 1 minus 1 by secant square A. Then I take what is known as the LCM of these two and simplify this. 1 by cosecant square A is equal to secant square A is the LCM. Then it becomes secant square A minus 1. Right? Now I take the reciprocal of this. If I take the reciprocal of this, this also becomes a reciprocal. Then it becomes cosecant square A is equal to secant square A by secant square A minus 1. But I want cosecant A, not cosecant square A. Therefore, I have to take a square root for this. Cosecant A is equal to square root of secant square A by secant square A minus 1. Then see the numerator, it is the monomial secant square A, there is a square root for this, but there is no square root for this. But this is in the form of A square minus B square. This can be written as secant A plus 1 into secant A minus 1. Therefore, what I do is cosecant A is equal to, there is a square root for the numerator, that is secant A divided by square root of secant square A minus 1. This much I can keep. Or I can write one more step. Why? Because denominator is in the form of a square minus b square. This becomes, this is not required. If you are very good in mathematics, you can do this. Cosecant A is equal to secant A divided by square root of secant A plus 1 into secant A minus 1. See children, these are all problems makes us to become expert in trigonometry. And you may, some children may find it difficult. What is this? This teacher is writing all these things. But this, you are at the age of 15 and 16. And this is the time to select our subjects for the PUC classes. If you wanted to continue in this science wing, maths wing, you have to learn all those things because your mental maturity should be reached to this level. Right? Therefore, you have to practice. What I am doing is, I am finding the relationship between all trigonometrical ratios with the secant theta. Secant theta also one of the trigonometrical. There are 6 are there. How are interrelated? We are deriving the relationship with the help of the basic trigonometrical identity. How many basic trigonometrical identities are there? 3. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta. Which are the trigonometrical ratios we completed? Sin and secant we did. Cos and secant we did. Tan and secant is over. Cosecant and secant is over. Next is secant. Secant is related to secant. Secant same. The last one is cot. Now we have to find the relationship between cot theta and secant theta. Now last one is, you guess. There is no need to guess. You have to understand which among these 3 trigonometrical identities, which identity suits to relate cot theta and secant theta. That you have to get an idea. See, trigonometry is meant for intelligent students. If you are intelligent, you can get the idea. I tell you this one. Why secant theta is already there? Here tan is there. Reciprocal of tan is cot. Therefore, relationship between cot and secant can be developed by 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. I write the identity. 1 plus tan square A is equal to secant square A. Now I transfer this one to that side. Then it becomes what? Tan square A equals secant square A minus 1. I want cot. This is tan. Therefore, what I do is 1 by cot square A is equal to secant square A minus 1. I write this as divided by 1. Nothing is there, 1 is there. Right? Now I wanted to take the cot square to numerator. What should I do? I take the reciprocal. Then it becomes cot square A is equal to 1 by secant square A minus 1. I don't want cot square A, I want cot A. Therefore, I take the square root. Cot A is equal to square root of 1 by secant square A minus 1. Secant square A minus 1. As usual, the square root of 1 is 1. Therefore, I can remove the square root there. I put a square root only for the denominator. Again, denominator is in the form of a square minus b square. I can write this in the form of a plus b into a minus b. Therefore, it is 2 ways of writing the answer for this. Cot A is equal to 1 by square root of secant square A minus 1. Or I can write this one, because this is secant square A minus 1, it is in the form of a square minus b square. I can write this one as cot A equals 1 by square root of secant A plus 1 into secant A minus 1. This is also one other method. You can write like this also. or you can write like this sums. But I tell you, this type of problems are not going to come for the public examination, because public examination is always, examination papers are very easy papers. Because all over the Karnataka they have to make a set a paper. Therefore, this is for the very intelligent students. They wanted to achieve wonderful results in their life. Therefore, they solve all these problems, right? We solved two problems of the exercise, last exercise of the trigonometry based on the identities. Some of the students are finding it difficult to identify the identities and solve the problems. For those children, the third problem, simple problem. This is based on the complementary angles and also identity, but easier. This type of questions are important for the public examination because everybody can be able to understand this. See, the third question is evaluate sin square 63 plus sin square 27 degrees whole divided by cos square 17 degrees plus cos square 73 degrees. See children, what we have to do is, we know the identity, that is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. I write the identity here. The identity is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. This is the identity, right? In this identity, what is that? The theta value should be same. Both the places same angle should be there. And one is sin, another one is cos. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Here what happened? Both are sin, both are cos. Therefore, what I do is, I make one sin and another one as cos. One sin, another one as cos. Therefore, that becomes sin square theta plus cos square theta. How to make sin into cos, cos into sin? By using the complementary angles. See, I write the first line, the problem I write it like this. Sin square 63 degrees plus sin square 27 degrees whole divided by cos square 17 degrees plus cos square 73 degrees. See, what I do is, I keep this sign as it is. I change this as cos. How to change this as cos? By using the concept of what? Complementary angles. The first one, sin square 63 as it is, plus this one I write sin square, instead of 27 I write 90 minus 63. 90 minus 63 is 27. Sin square 90 minus 63 divided by this cos I change. This cos I change into sin. Therefore, I write this one as cos square. Instead of 73 degree, I write 90 minus 73. 17 it is. 90 minus 73 is 17. Plus this one I keep it as it is. Cos square 73. Now we know that sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. Similarly, cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. Therefore, this is sin square 63. This becomes what? This is sin square 90 minus theta is equal to cos square 63. Try to understand. Sin 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. This is the formula of the complementary angles. Therefore, sin 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta. Whole divided by, same way, cos 90 minus theta is equal to sin theta. Then it's become sin square 73 degrees plus cos square 73 degrees. Now see, numerator sin square 63 plus cos square 63. 63 same. Sin square theta plus cos square theta. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Therefore, numerator becomes 1. What about the denominator? 73, 73, sin cos square square, sin square theta, sin square 73 plus cos square 73 equals 1. 1 divided by 1 is 1 only. The identity what I used is sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. In this identity, be careful. The value of theta should be same. If it is different, we are using the idea of complementary angles, make them to equal, and then we apply the identity. This is a very simple problem. In the third question, that is evaluate, we solve one problem. There is one more problem in the evaluation. This is also very simple it is. See, here we are using both the concept. One is complementary angles as well as the identity part. Sin 25 cos 65, cos 25 sin 65, we have to find the value of this. I tell you, when I see this only, this is sin. If this is also sin with the same angle, then I can write this as a sin square. This is cos. If I make this as cos, then it becomes cos square. Sin square theta plus cos square theta, the answer should be equal to 1. I can guess easily, I can guess the answer. Now how to make this? I wanted to make this as a sin, therefore I want to eliminate this. This is cos, I wanted to eliminate this. Therefore I write this one as it is. Sin 25 as it is. Cos 65, I write cos 90 minus 25. 90 minus 25 is 65. Plus, here I keep the cos as it is. Cos 25, I change the sign. This becomes into sin 90 minus 25. 90 minus 20. We all know that cos 90 minus theta, cos 90 minus theta is sin theta. Sin 90 minus theta is cos theta. This has to be changed. This has to be changed. Now it becomes what? Sin 25 as it is. Cos 90 minus 25 is sin 25 plus cos 25 as it is into sin 90 minus 25 is cos 25. Cos 25 degrees. All of them are angles. Now, sin 25 into sin 25, sin square 25 degrees plus cos 25, cos 25, cos square 25. Now, we are using the identity sin square theta plus cos square theta. Theta is 25, 25. Sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. 1 is the answer. Assignment number 55. In today's assignment, I have given you have to express one trigonometrical ratio into another trigonometrical ratio. First three problems you see. Express sin theta in terms of cosecant theta. Easy it is a reciprocal format. Second one also cos theta in terms of secant theta. Easy. Express cot theta in terms of tan theta. That is also easy. These three are related to what is known as reciprocal format. Fourth main question what I did is, using the trigonometrical identities, express the following trigonometrical ratios. Now you have to find a relationship between sin theta and secant theta. Which identity you are going to think about to express sin theta in terms of secant theta is today's first assignment. Therefore, I wanted to tell the what is known as identity. Here you can use sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. There sin theta is there. Cos theta is related to secant theta, reciprocal. That use and express sin theta in terms of secant theta. Similarly, by using 1 plus tan square theta is equal to secant square theta. Using that identity, you can express tan theta in terms of cos theta. Using the identity 1 plus cot square theta is equal to cosecant square theta, you can express cot theta in terms of sin theta. This you have to work out and to get the skill of solving the problem based on trigonometrical identities. Thank you.